31st of August, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Okay. Eitz te'ina, anut l'derech. Motza te'enim, tahteha, mutaris, mishum gezel, the tourist mina meiser. Okay, so when it comes to figs that fell off the tree are on the ground now, we see them on the ground. Mishnah says that we could, passerby is permitted to take them. There's no gezel involved. But when it comes to the zeisim v'charuvim, it's asur. Oh, you may not take them. So the Gemora said, Bishlei Maresha, the Bayalo Kasha. Agav the Cheshivi, the Mashmish Buhu. The ratio of the case is understandable according to Abaye. Because since these cut items are chashivi, so he's going to be checking to see that they're there. So it's not a case of yesh lo midas. If so, te'edanami, made the yadiyah, the Nasra will say the same thing about the figs that fell off. Whether they're stretched out over the ground, whether they fell off, will say that it's an Aveda Midas. It's known that this happens, that they fall off the tree, and so he already knows about it, so to speak, and he's miyash from them. So that's explaining why the Mishnah says that it's mutter. But what we don't understand is Seifa, the Rava Kasha. The Seifa that says that the Zeisim and the Charuvim are Usr, that'll be a Kasha on Rava. Because why? Because Rava is the one that says that Yeush lo midas, Ava Yeush. Why should it be Usr then? That's the question. Seifa, the Rava Kasha, the Ktani Zeisim and Charuvim Usr. Good. Okay, so now we could go from there. Now we're ready to hear the teretz of Abaye, Rabbi Avohu. Rabbi Avohu. See where we're up to in the Rabbi Avohu? It's just very few lines before the end of the Amud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines up from the bottom. In the middle of the line, first word in the line is Ubacharuvim. So, Lou, would you like to read?
Yeah. I'm on 24B4, left-hand column, last paragraph. Amar Rebbe Abahu. Rebbe Abahu said, She'ani Zayis, an olive is different. Ho'il v'zaruso mochiach alav, because its appearance attests to its owner's identity. V'af al gav dinasrin zay, so that even though the olives drop to the ground, Meda Yadia, it is recognizable. Dochta the inish who. For the place of a person is that person. That is, the olives found in a person's place are recognized as belonging to the person of that place. Therefore, the owner expects to be able to recover the olives that drop from his tree, and even Rava agrees that they are not deemed abandoned.
What? This is a crazy answer. You mean to say that the olives that fall off Beryl's tree look totally different than the olives that fall off Shmerel's tree?
No, it's saying that it's recognizable because it's in Beryl's property.
So why didn't we say that by the case of the fig tree? That's probably going to be the Gemor's question right now. Yeah, that's a Gemor's question. Okay. So in other words, we're saying as far as the olives go, the olives that fall off the tree, the owner of that olive tree is not going to give up because everybody knows that those olives that are right underneath that tree belong to the owner of that tree, and he's not going to give up. And so accordingly, you can't take them.
Actually, the footnote says differently. It says that it's the shading of the olives. It is possible to tell that olives in the road have fallen from the nearby tree and not from a passerby by comparing them with the olives still hanging on the tree and seeing the similarity of shading according to Tosfos.
Mm-hmm. Why did they have to go to Tosfos? Didn't Rashi say something about this?
There is a Rashi. It says,
okay, so let's read the Rashi. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, Phil is not here. Phil is. You're driving, Phil.
I'm driving.
Ah, okay. 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 So you want to read, Lou?
Okay. Let's see.
Wait to read the Gemora.
What's the Dibra Maskil?
Let's see. Let's start from the beginning of. You know what? I think we could get away with doing the one that we need right now. Chazuso mochiach olav. It's about 10 lines from the bottom of the Rashi.
I see it. Chazoso mochiach alav. Me reiso nikar shel mi hava halcha
Meira iso
hilchach Maria lechi yada denafil lo meayesh de memar amar kule alma yada de didi ninhu velo hafakar hain velo shikali lahu. Okay, so I don't know Mariso.
Okay, the shorish of the word is mare.
Bitter?
No, what mare? You're right. Mem resh would be bitter, but m resh aleph is like a we had just now in Nehemiah or in the Gemora actually in Sanhedrin. He was the one. Daniel saw the mare, and the Anashim they did not see the mare.
Vision?
Yeah. So here from the look from the vision of seeing these olives,
It's apparent that whose they are. Therefore, Maria, the vision, the key yada.
over there, mare means its master.
Oh, its master. You know that it fell from him.
When he knows that they fall, he finds out that they fell.
When the master knows that they fall, lo, he's not. He doesn't give up hope.
Yeah.
The Maimar that he says Amar Kule Alma, according to everybody, Yada the Didi. He knows whose it is. Ninahu, whose it is. Velo Hefker, and it's not ownerless. Hain, they are not ownerless. Velo Shakli Lahu. What's Shakli?
They're not for the taking. Shakel is to take.
And they can't be taken. So what is it saying? It's saying from the vision. From the vision. And then Tosfos, I think, fills in that we mean the shade of the color.
This is still kind of strange to me. It means to say that you could tell from looking at this olive that this is the olive. Okay, well, even with Tosfos' explanation, that you look at the ones on the ground, you look at the ones on the tree. Okay, you got to be a shtickle maven in olives to say, right. Oh, this is the olives that's from that tree there, and they're certainly not the olives that fell from Plony that dropped them when he was driving by here. Oh no, they look totally different, these olives. Okay. I guess maybe they lived in a society where olives were very much a part of life. So maybe everybody was a maven in olives.
Yeah,
that's what the Gemora say. They could say you could see. Look. Everybody knows that that's my olives. Okay. So that's the answer of. Now, just to point out, if you take a look at the words that Rabbi Avo said in the Gemora, the words that Rabbi Avo said, he said, shiny zayas. Shiny zayas. Oh, it was chazuso mochiach. Meaning to say that when it comes to olives in particular, olives, they're different. They're different from other types of produce. Olives are shiny. They're different. And because a person can recognize from their appearance that this olive belongs to that tree and the owner of that tree. So it's clear. So Rashi says that if so, then the owner's certainly not going to be Me'ayish, because he says everybody knows that these are the olives from my tree. Okay, so now the Gemara is going to ask the obvious question. Ihachi afilu reisha. Roy.
Ihachi afilu reisha nami. If so, that is, the fruit's appearance can indicate to whom it belongs, then even in the opening case of the Mishnah, in the case of the figs, say the same as well. Why does the Mishnah permit the finder to keep figs found on the road? The Gemara answers, Omer Rav Papa, Tana im Nefilasa Nemesis. A pig, Rav Papa said, a pig becomes unappealing upon falling to the ground. Thus the owner abandons figs even though they are identifiable.
Okay.
There's a Rashi on Naim Nefilta Nimesas.
Okay, Lou, take it away.
Hilchach Kevan de Dide de Denisra me Ikara me Aish Mishum me Isusa de Machi Nafla Lo Chashiva Alei Umifakar La. So therefore, since that it's his,
Even the idea, since that he knows.
Since that he knows that they fell originally.
There's a comma after Nasra. There should, since he knows, since it's known that they have fallen, because we said before, everyone knows that figs fall off of trees if you don't pick them in time.
Then he gives up.
Yeah, right. From the word go, he's already miyayish.
Because me'isota, I don't know.
Oh, this word me'isusa is the derivative of the word in the Gemora nimesis. It becomes unappealing, I think was Art Scroll's word.
Becomes unappealing because it becomes unappealing. Demaki nafla. When it falls, when it hits, when it falls.
Right.
Lo chashive. It's not. It's no longer good shape. Alei umafkir la. What's mafkir?
After he will relinquish his ownership of them.
And he
the word hefker,
his ownership of it.
So this is different than the case of the olives. Olives, when they fall to the ground, olives are very hard. I think that they're inedible when they fall. Even after they
Yeah.
fall, don't they have to do all sorts of things to get them to be edible?
Yes,
Yes,
they do. I made a mistake once of eating a raw olive from a tree. Wow, that was a terrible, terrible experience.
It's like hard as a rock, no?
It was hard, but also the taste was so bad. It
Wow, it's
went in
amazing.
my mouth. I couldn't get rid of it.
Wow.
It was really, really bad.
So I wonder how they don't pickle them. They do. They put some. I don't know what they do.
I don't know what they do either, but when I was talking to somebody about it, he told me that there's a whole lengthy process that they have to go through.
Wow, amazing. So olives are have a lot of malacha involved in them.
Yes,
Wonder why they're not more expensive than they are.
maybe because there's so many of them grow. Maybe they're easy to grow.
Okay, interesting. They've got to harvest them off the however that they. Yeah. It is mashma that they do fall to the ground though on their own if they're not picked in time.
Didn't it
But
say somewhere that they tended not to fall? I thought we saw that in the previous page. Um,
Oh, they fall all right. You should see. It's free in front of the house.
I don't see that we said that yet.
yeah, I don't see it either. I thought I remembered it, but I can't find it.
Okay, so okay. So okay, so this takes care of olives, zaitim, and te'enim. But the Mishnah had other cases as well. The Mishnah also mentioned aruvim. So I guess we maybe we can understand on our own that haruvim are also going to have the same din as the zaitim for the very same reason that we say about the zaitim. Just like when the zaitim, when they fall, they don't they don't become unappealing. They're a hard fruit. So to our haruvim, they're a hard fruit. They don't get ruined and become unappealing when they fall to the ground. They're like zaitim. So both of them, that'll be the din, and we'll have to say the same, even though, aha, even though that Rav Avo said that shiny zayit, I guess he really means also zayit and haruvim, because both of them got the same din. That's the case. That's the case of the sefer. Masha'en Kain, the case of the Resha, is the case of the te'ena, the fig, that when it falls to the ground, it becomes nimeset. It's not. It doesn't. It's no longer appealing. Don't want to eat it after that. So So if you want it, in other words, it's there for the taking because the owner he's miyayish from the ones that fall on the ground. Okay. Oh, yeah. The last Rashi sounds like something that you were saying, Lou. It says lo yediah. So that's going to be coming up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we got any time? We got a couple minutes just to read the words of the next Toshma. Toshma Haganav. Roy, you want to read Toshma Haganav?
Toshma Haganav, Haganav, Shenel Tal, Moser, the Nosain Lozer. A thief who took an object from this one and gave to that one. The Chain Gazalan, Shenotel, Moser, the Nosain Lozer. And similarly, a robber who took something from this one and gave to that one. The Chain Yarden, and similarly the Jordan River. Could I? No.
Okay.
All right. There seems
So
to be
where
a
the
disconnect. Shenotel Lazer Benasein Lazer, which flooded and took an object from this one and gave it to that one. Natal Uma Shenasein Natain. What it, that's the thief, the robber or the river, took it, and what it gave, the recipient may keep the object. Bishaloma, Nazala Lane, the Yarden. And now it is understandable that objects taken by the robber and the Jordan River belong to the recipient. The car, Dakar, Hazeh, I'm sorry, Dakar, Hazeh, Lahu, Umayon Aish, because the owner sees them being taken away and despairs of recovering them. So the recipient is permitted to keep them. Either Gonev, but in the case of a thief, Mika Hazila Lay Dimiyah Aish. Dimiyah Aish. Does the owner see the thief so that we may be certain that he actually despaired of finding it before it came into the recipient's possession? The Raskol goes on, since the bracer nevertheless permits the actual knowledge, permits the recipient to keep it, we see that it accepts Rava's position that actual knowledge and despair are not necessary.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So we'll continue with this story with the Genavim and the Yarden tomorrow, Bezrat Hashem.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Take care. Thanks. Have a good day. I'll be back home tomorrow, so we'll have a Gemora.
Okay.
Great.
Great. Thanks for joining us on the airwaves, Phil.
Yeah.
See you, Phil. Travel safely. Okay,
Drive safely, right?
Thank you very much, Rabbi and Lou. Bye for now.
All the best, Roy. Bye, Lou. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.